In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 4 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
We're back!
Okay, all right.
Go ahead,
Today
man.
we're going to talk about some comics that we want to see come back from the 1980s, basically. Comics that people have been begging for it to come back that we have not seen. Of course, there's a difference of opinion on which comics there should be. Naturally, I'm going to pass this on to my man, D-Man, to start it off. Knock it out the box. Knock it out.
So comics to come back? She-Hulk. John Byrne's She-Hulk should be back. I think John Byrne's She-Hulk during those 90s with the humor comic books, with Justice League, with Keith Giffen and John Byrne's She-Hulk, I thought John Byrne's take on humor was a great take, breaking the fourth wall, doing all of these, breaking the panel, going through pages. Because She-Hulk as a character is kind of quirky to say we have Hulk and then a She-Hulk. The idea is just like, that's funny. It's like almost like we need another strong woman. So if the character exists, why not take it to the extreme, right? Right? You want to do humor? I like John Byrne's take on it.
I can't say the same.
That was my reason that was my reason because.
What do you think about that, Petey?
I think he did everything he wanted to do with it.
Well, I wasn't just saying Byrne. I'm just saying the humor comic.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But John Byrne's run on it, his second run, it was something like his second run on Fantastic Four. He's competing against himself.
No, I thought the second run was great.
Wait, are we having a conversation about John Byrne?
No,
Oh, we will be. We will be.
No, I mean, because
one of the next episodes. Then we will. John Byrne the God.
That's clearly an episode I got to get up and go. Okay. Now, Petey, so what comic did you think should be brought back up?
One comic, they're doing
Another John Byrne's comic, Alpha Flight. No.
I could go that way, but I'm gonna go with Mike Barron and what was that? I'm going with Mike Barron and Steve Rude's Nexus.
Nexus.
They're doing a new strip of it, but I think they should also it's a solid book. They're a solid team.
I wish they would have been able to do that animation, that animated project that they were trying to work on for Nexus. I love the book. I mean, I read them. So I used to. Steve Rude even influenced me. I was a big Steve Rude when he adapted Kirbyisms and Alex Toth, and he combined them in a great synergy that was just like an original style. It was just beautiful to look at.
Kyle, so you have any ideas of any particular comic that you would have liked to see come back?
I can tell you what he's going to say.
How much you
want to bet?
I can tell you don't know what he's going to say.
Superboy.
No, he's not going to say that. There's no way in the world he can say that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay. You got a man with an S on his chest, and he's not going to bring up anything Superman related? I think not.
I think I'll give him the benefit of that. He's a more discerning connoisseur.
Okay. Go ahead.
Please.
Let's hear.
All the comic books that I like are still being published, so there's nothing to be brought back.
You don't like
those. You don't like those.
He tried to evade, but he knows he wants it back. But it's okay. It's all right. Back to me now.
Mario, what would be your?
We don't need to know what Mario wanted.
What?
I think there was one of the most sentimental comics in
Titans.
I'm worried.
Well, Titans definitely was one of the best ones out there.
Yeah, I agree.
The Teen
I
Titans
agree.
that came back. Deathstroke. Brother Blood.
I wish they didn't kill Jericho.
We got a picture of the Micronauts up over here. Nobody's talked about that.
And I was just about to go into it. The Micronauts. And the toys,
And they came from inner space?
And they came from inner space.
Yeah.
I mean, it was I think Michael Golden and I forgot the writer.
They took the comics seriously.
Yeah.
They dealt with very difficult issues, Mass murder, death, destruction.
What are you talking about? All it was their version of Star Wars. That's what they did.
Far grittier. This was R-rated. This wasn't no PG-13. Whole worlds were being destroyed. People were being genetically modified, made into
the body
warriors.
banks.
I mean, they took some serious subjects. You know what I'm trying to say? Brother taking people's wives, stuff like that. So that's why I'm saying this is one of the better comic books out there because it dealt with issues.
Well, you have what's his name cutting off Acroya, cutting off heads. Yeah,
exactly.
How long did it last?
Oh, it was pretty long. Manilow wanted Golden to be on it for the entire time. He's like, no, I'll do X amount of issues.
I read about it, and they said they scripted it to 12, and then halfway through or some part through it got picked up to say, hey, it's an extended run.
They didn't have it on the cover though. They didn't say
But that
miniseries.
That was pretty much policy for a lot of those books, especially if they were toy tie-ins, because the same thing happened with the Transformers.
Yeah.
The same
correct.
thing happened
It
with
didn't say
Rom.
limited issue,
Yes,
correct.
it did. It had a limited
Yeah,
issue.
it said
on
Transformers?
it.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was one. That was
I
one of
don't
the
remember
one
because
of
it had
four.
what's his name on
It was the first four
right,
issues.
Bill Sienkiewicz.
And then it just
Yes.
continued with 5.
Sienkiewicz.
And that was a pretty good comic too initially when they started
I
out.
don't know about
Come on, guys. Transformers.
Transformers?
You didn't like it?
Joe was pretty good.
G.I. Joe was good too.
The comic book?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh man, I did not read any of
Oh,
that.
my God.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch the
Whoa,
television show than watch
you
any
read
of that.
G.I. Joe? Fourth grade! Fourth grade!
And
And
what
told me
happened?
how much you liked that first issue and how off the hook and chain, blah, blah,
Nah,
blah.
it was another. It was
No,
another.
it was you.
It was another
You
black guy.
brought the comic
Another
book.
black guy.
Oh.
You told me, hey man, check this book out. Look, oh man, look all the pages. Feel the weight. I remember this. Fourth grade.
See how he's trying to make up this.
See nothing. You see
I don't
this?
know.
Feel the
It
weight.
sounded-
You know what?
I'm
Feel the
consistent
weight.
since the fourth
Feel the
grade.
weight.
Inconsistent.
Feel the weight. I said feel the weight of the
Yeah.
comic book.
You said feel the weight.
It's fourth grade. He can't have everything, but it
Feel
sounded
the
like
weight.
not
It
that
sounds
far.
like
Come on,
right.
that don't even sound like me.
You getting excited?
Come on.
Come on, son. You went through the whole thing.
I don't think that sounds
I
like me at all.
remember that day distinctly.
Doesn't sound like me.
I remember that day distinctly. That's one of those. No.
Out of all the days, that day you remember.
Because that's the day you were on point about something. You weren't asking me for something that day.
Oh, he tried to call me out.
Damn.
What I do remember is me picking up the first G.I. Joe toy and bringing it to you guys. And like, yo, remember
They
Duke?
were, yeah, they were.
That's what I remember
Toys,
doing.
And the toys also had the extra moves.
Yeah, yeah.
Swivel arm battle.
The
But
swivel
okay,
arm, yeah.
But they did a really good job of that at
Some
that
of them
time. Because
did,
most
yeah.
of those books, I never saw the toys. Like, I never saw a ROM toy.
You didn't see
And
a
ROM actually has a toy.
Oh,
I
man.
never
Rom,
saw-
I read.
Okay.
Rom's run was
Rom
cool.
only
But
a few
Rom-
issues.
Rom, I read.
Rom
I
was
remember
like,
that. I was in
ROM
love
had
with that
about 6,
storyline.
7-year run past the toy line.
I can't remember the enemy that changes. They were just like the scroll.
The diary.
Thank you, diaries.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Ah, and then all the other knights,
Space Knights.
the space knights. Yes, you got the female one. It was a whole
Yeah.
bunch, man. Oh yeah.
Marvel was very good at that. Marvel
Yeah,
would pick
yeah.
up these toy lines, and the comics were really well written, strong. Because I don't know how popular the Micronauts were as toys, okay? But most of the time, the series ran much longer than the toy line. did.
Yeah.
Much
I agree.
longer.
Yeah.
Like, with the exception of maybe like the Transformers and maybe G.I. Joe.
I remember there being. Was there a comic for not Thundercats?
He-Man?
He-Man. Wasn't there a comic for He-Man?
Yeah, DC.
Yeah.
DC had a full.
Oh, did
DC
it?
Comics
But that was
presents
okay.
40.
Oh.
DC Comics presents 47 first appearance in the DC universe. Didn't really pan out too
Yeah.
well. He didn't really have a comic book. Next time he was picked up was with Marvel and their Star Comics line, and then he's pretty much bandied around. He had an Image run, and then he's back at DC again now.
He-Man is in the DC
He's back
universe?
again. I didn't even know that.
Wow, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I
He's
heard
got,
about
he's
it.
got
I
like a
didn't
really
remember.
good.
Who's drawing
really
it? Is it what's his name? The dude that is a big He-Man artist.
No.
Ed McGuinness?
No,
No,
No?
he's not on.
Get out of here! Wow.
that's not enough money.
So I guess
for him.
I guess it's coming back. I mean, it was a good topic. We talked about old comics that came back, and it's clearly that there's stuff that's been coming back that we didn't expect.
I didn't expect that. Bring back the Legion, people. Love the Legion.
The only problem with the Legion, it always goes
My
back
favorite
to Superman.
character, Mon-El
Batman.
and Ultralad.
Superboy.
Oh, and what's his name? The mask. He was the contained energy.
No,
Oh my
no,
goodness.
Oh, Wildfire.
Wildfire. How could I forget his
Yeah.
name? And he was in love with Dawnstar, but he could never get. Oh, loved it. He loves her. She loves him. She was seeing him with Timberwolf and Lightning Lass. That they're there.
Yeah, that was wrong.
I love that. That was cool. It was a cool storyline.
So I guess that's cool. That's where we have.
And
That's
Silent
where
Girl.
we ended up. Yep. So let's move on to.
Let's
who's
move
most
on
co-
to. So aren't you going to sign out?
Later.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Are you for real? Oh wow!